The upcoming StarFox Zero has an optional Invincibility Mode available from the start. Lots of folks in the gaming community are pissed about this, but I'm not, and here's why. If you're angry about this, chances are you're in your 20s, 30s, or 40s, so you've been playing games for years and on a multitude of platforms. During that time, you've had access to codes from magazines and cheat guides, such as the Konami code. You've had Game Genie and Game Shark. You've gotten trainers and mods on PC. And you've even, in this day and age, been able to flat out buy boosts and perks for games both single and multiplayer directly from developers. If you're angry about StarFox Zero's Invincibility Mode, and you've used any of the cheat codes or devices I've just mentioned, then you're a massive hypocrite and you need to shut it. The more options in a game, the better, at least in terms of tweaking difficulties. As long as your gaming choices don't affect any other players, why is it such a big deal to you? Take Earth Defense Force 4.1, which I'm currently playing. From the start, I have options to tailor this game to my style of gameplay. 4 classes, a ton of weapons, and multiple difficulties. If you want to play it on easy with rocket launchers, and I want to play it on hard with a sniper rifle, or vice versa, who cares as long as we're both enjoying the game and not altering the other person's experience? One thing a lot of these idiotic, tunnel-visioned man-children don't seem to think about is how modes like this open up gameplay to people who would have never touched these type of games before, especially those with ailments that keep them from enjoying games. StarFox Zero's Invincibility Mode, in my opinion, is perfect for children and adults who suffer from things such as ADHD, autism, Asperger's, and other illnesses that hinder one's ability to focus, complete objectives, or follow a linear path. Why do you think games like Minecraft are so popular? I've seen firsthand how Minecraft's Peaceful Mode, which is available immediately after purchasing the game, is a perfect way to ease children into the quote-unquote real game. Peaceful Mode is perfect for those who can't focus and just want to run around and have fun. And eventually, over time, those same kids who began in Peaceful Mode become more in tune with the mechanics of the game and move on to other modes where they fight enemies, build things, and even interact with other real people. My own son has used this type of gaming progression before. In Call of Duty Black Ops, I had him play combat training first. He set the AI to brain dead and just went wild. During that time, he eventually learned what the objectives were, how different weapons handled, and the ins and outs of the maps. So when he finally got online to play with his friends, the game was much easier for him to enjoy. If you're offended or outraged by the announcement of the Invincibility Mode in StarFox Zero, you seriously have issues you need to work on. It's an optional mode that if you don't want to touch, you don't have to. It's not the downfall of Western civilization. Nobody's being spoon-fed or coddled any more than you may have been when you first put a Game Genie code in for Super Mario World. In closing, I'd like to say this to the whiny, entitled babies out there. I own Resident Evil 4 on multiple platforms. I played and beat it at launch on the GameCube, bought it again and beat it on PS2, and bought and beat it again on the Wii. So when I bought it on PC, I downloaded a trainer to blast through the game with one-shot exploding bullets, just to kick back and have some fun with a game that I've already beaten 3 times. I harmed no one else's experience, I played a single-player game the way I wanted, and I played it after legally purchasing it. Now, if you see a problem, an actual moral problem with that, or with someone letting their kid play an optional God mode in any single-player game, please, puff out that chest, keyboard warrior, and bring it.